Hello and welcome back to Turning Shit into Gold. And this is question 3. Can an abuser change? Isn't that a loaded question? All right, so could you turn to page 9, please, for your PDF? Please remember I'm not a relationship expert or a counsellor. Everything that I'm telling you comes from my experience and my opinion and my research. So given my time over, I would see if this person was an empath or a narcissist, and we've gone through that in question 1 and question 2. I think it's really, really important that you look at the relationship that you are in. And are they truly capable of change? If you're truly sorry for doing something, you don't do it again. You don't go ahead and do that thing again to the person that you love. An abuser will give you all the promises under the sun, and they will. But can they sustain that change? Or will you see that behaviour return? Now, it doesn't have to return in the same area of abuse. So say if it was physical abuse, it could show up as verbal abuse or financial abuse, but it will still be abuse. Look, I think my abusers didn't sustain that change for longer than a few weeks. Their behaviour came back. And they need to change for themselves, not for you. It's also the intent behind why they want you back. Do they want you back to build a family, or is it about control? I would ask myself these 3 questions within my relationship. Can I accept this behaviour, whatever it is? And look, we all have our own tolerance levels, like what we will put up with. But if I can't accept that behaviour, if the answer is no, can I change that behaviour? Well, you can't change anyone's behaviour. It is theirs and theirs alone to change. So my only option then would be to let them go and grow. I was told that I was abused because they knew that I would take them back. I was told that I was abused because I was too nice and too trusting. And I know that I stayed for far too long in all of my relationships. And I put my hopes above my reality. Being begged to go back and seeing a change for a little while, and then the abuse got worse. It was like as if they would lose respect for me every time I would come back, because it would signify a weakness for them. There are plenty of support groups out there to help people, and I have seen someone change after 7 years of being abusive, and then there was nothing, no more. But I never saw it in all my years of being abused. I think I would give someone a second chance, but they would need to move out and fix themselves. And there are some things that I definitely wouldn't give a second chance to ever again, and that includes being physically abused. I just wouldn't put up with any of that anymore. The games, the coercive control, if I saw those things within a relationship, I know that they're not going to change, so I just wouldn't put up with it at all. But that's me. We all have, as I said, we all have our own tolerance level. I believe that time is the only thing that will show true change, and I believe that true abusers can't sustain that change. There is a cycle to their abuse. They are the nice person, and then they are the abuser, and then they are the please forgive me, come back. Look, people with narcissistic traits, sometimes it's a person who has gone through a lot of hardship in their life, and they take it out on their partner. That is different to an abuser. That doesn't make the abuse right. It may indicate that they are capable of change. They just have to do it for themselves. So once an abuser, always an abuser. Look, an abuser can change, but only if they understand that their behaviour is inappropriate and abusive. They don't cast blame for their behaviour onto their partner, their parents, their teachers, or anyone else. They don't say, you made me do it. They don't say, that was your fault. They don't say, you took me the wrong way. They have a desire to change. And they follow up that desire with their actions, and their actions are continuous. And I guess in that continuous trusting, you can trust them again eventually. Their actions are continuous and they take full responsibility for their behaviour. They need to change for themselves without you. So I guess the answer is yes and no. And for me, it wouldn't matter if I was 20 years into the relationship. If I saw those things, I would let my abuser go and grow, and I would see what they were capable of. Depending on the situation, I may cut ties completely, or I might assist them with the go and grow. It would depend. But again, look at your relationship and look at, are they truly capable of sustaining change, or have you gone back to them and seen that abuse continue? All right, the next question is, does the victim play a role in the domestic violence and toxic situation? In a world where you can be anything, please be kind to each other, and I'll see you in question 4. Bye for now.